Okay, so we're going to do lots and lots on shoulders today, lots and lots on rib cage. Just start off with just a gentle lunge. So start with those hands together. You're going to step forward, and as you step forward, just squeeze the shoulder blades together, okay? So just a generic little stepping into and out of, just trying to raise heart rate up slightly, but just preparing those shoulders for the work they're going to do in a little while. Good. Okay, so the difference now is we keep the feet the same, but we're going to change the arm position. So your left hand always goes high and your right hand always goes low. The feet stay the same, left hand always goes high, right hand always goes low. Okay, and you're trying to feel that you're keeping your chest square to the screen and you're really throwing those arms back as far as you can. We'll do 2 more on here. Good, and then we're going to do the same, right hand high, left hand low. So right hand goes high, left hand goes low. Leonora, you're late, 2 laps of the common, then come back, okay? So right hand high, left hand low. Into and out of, throwing the chest forward, squeezing the shoulder blades together as you do that. Just do 2 more. Good, okay, now from there, you're going to stand like so, so both hands straight out in front of you. You slide your left hand across your right arm, across the chest, push the hand away and you rotate. You then bring back on that same journey. Now right hand goes down the left arm, across the chest, and you push away. So you're trying to turn through your torso as much as you can. Keep the feet planted, but again, you're going to feel some effort in the feet, but you're trying to turn through the hips, through the torso, and you look to the hand that's gone behind you. So again, just trying to wake up that lower back, mid back, but also getting your neck stretched out as well. Good. So 2 more. Good. Last one. Good, okay. So from this position here, now call this sort of like a Spider-Man, I'm going to push my hand away. As I do that, I point the fingertips down to the ground, I come back and I do the same on the other hand. So I'm now making it more like a dance move as well, because I'm turning my shoulders slightly in the direction as I push my hand. So I push my left hand towards 2 o'clock and I push my right hand towards 10 o'clock. So to really point those fingertips to the floor, stretch through the forearm as you do that. So you're pointing the fingertips down to the ground, pushing away. Good. Good. So we'll do 2 more. Well done. Okay, now I'm going to take those arms out wide now, and you're going to have your thumbs pointing forward. Again, squeeze the shoulder blades down. We're looking to make small circles forward. So we're making small circles forward. Again, make sure your neck is relaxed, you're smiling, your feet are relaxed, and your knees are soft. So you're not locking your knees out. Small circles forward as if tracing the edge of a CD. That's good. Good. And then you let the arms drop down there. Good. Okay. Now do the same thing, but this time your palms face up and your thumbs point backwards. Again, squeeze the shoulders down, relax the knees, circle backwards now. Good, so you're circling those knuckles backwards, making that movement from your shoulders, not from your wrists or from your elbows, just small circles. Good. Good. 2 more. And then resting there. Okay, so now you're going to take your hands from this position here. So all I'm going to do from this position here is push my hips to the right, and as I do that, I push my hands to the left, like saving in the top left-hand corner. Back to here, push my hips to the left, and I push across to the right. Good. So again, as you push across, the hips go one way, hands go the other. That's good. And again, you're trying to keep hips and shoulders square to the screen. So you push the hips away, push the hands over the head. Good. You push the hips away, hands go over the head. Good. So how far can you push those hips across? How straight can you get those arms? And again, can you get those arms squeezing your ears? 2 more. Good. Okay, now from there, we're going to go into rotation. So that's your same start position. I now turn my torso and I push both hands away. I come back to my start, turn, push both hands away. So I'm going to get those arms as straight as possible, pushing the heel of the hand away. How far can I push away? And when I come back, I have my thumbs touching my shoulders and I have my elbows close into my body, and I feel that my chest is being opened as I squeeze the shoulder blades together and then push those hands away. And you rotate and push. And again, try and stay upright so you're not leaning into the stretch. You're staying as tall as you can as you push away. Good. 2 more. Good. Okay, so now complicated movement then. So this is the same start position. Your left elbow is going to drop down onto your left hip as your right arm goes over your head. That's phase 1. At the same time, your left hand is going to push away to the right. So the movement will look like this. Left hand pushes away to the right. You look underneath your right arm. You come back and repeat. We're going to go on that same side. So left hand pushes away. You look underneath your right armpit. You come back to the side. So the feeling is you're going to try and fall onto your left shoulder. You're stopping the traffic to the right-hand side with your left hand. You're inspecting your right arm as you look underneath your right arm up to the sky as you push that left hand away. That's it. Good. Keep going on that same side, just stretching away. Feel the rib cage open up, turning your torso as much as you can. Knees are soft, feet relaxed. Good. 1 more. Excellent. Okay, now we do the same to the other side. So my right hand pushes away, my left arm goes up in the air, and I look underneath my left arm as I do that. I stop the traffic with my right hand, and I look underneath my left arm as I do that. The feeling would be I'm falling onto my right shoulder as I make that movement. So I look underneath the arm, push the arm away, stop the traffic with my right hand, dropping down onto your right shoulder, opening up your rib cage, feeling that stretch in the waist as you push away. Good. Okay, so 2 more. Good, and then resting there. Okay, we'll come to that movement later. Start off with your hands are going to go onto your right hip. All we're going to do is step across to the left, sweep the hands over the left knee, come back to the right hip. So I always step to the left, my hands go across my left knee, my right foot stays flat, my right leg stays straight. So I'm trying to feel a stretch on the inside of my right thigh as I do that movement. So I'm pushing my hips back, trying to keep my shoulders square to the screen, trying to keep my hips square to the wall behind me as I sweep my hands across. Good. Nice fluid movement as you step across, sweep. Good. 2 more. Excellent. Okay, now we do the same to the other side. So hands on that left hip, right foot goes across, you sweep, and then you come back. Right foot goes across, you sweep, and then you come back. Good, so the left foot stays flat, left leg stays straight, shoulder stays square to the screen, hip stays square to the wall behind you. Good. That's good. Okay, so 2 more. Well done. Okay, so this time we're going to travel forward. So my right knee is going to go up in the air, but a bit of balance. I'm going to try and hold on to my right knee as I do that movement. So I stand and I hold, then I put the foot down, then I change legs. So my left knee comes up, I try and hold. That wasn't very good. Squeeze, hold, and relax. Okay, so we're just going to alternate. So a nice stable base. Squeeze the knee up, bring the knee towards the chest. Feel the stretch in your hip flexor as you do that movement. Good. So you squeeze and then relax. You squeeze up and then you relax. So testing your balance there as you go from side to side. So focus on something in the distance. Bring the knee up. Make sure you transfer that weight across. Stay stable, hold, and back. Good. So 2 more. And rest. Okay, so similar thing, this time we're going to travel forward. So I'm always going forward with my left foot. My right knee comes up in the air, hopefully to hip height. And as I do that, I'm going to bring my arms up in the air and balance. Then I step back. So my left foot always goes forward. My right knee goes up in the air and I hold that and balance. And remember, you're trying to hold so you could say your full date of birth, stay balanced, and then come back down. Stay there, full date of birth, and then come back down. So you step left foot each time, right knee goes up, hold, stay balanced. And again, you're trying to brush your ears with your arms. Hold the balance, come back down. Left foot forward, right knee up, hold the balance, and then down. Good, hold, and then down. One more, hold the balance, and down. Okay, now we change legs. So right foot goes forward, left knee comes up, you hold, and then step back down. So you step, you hold, and then come back down. So you're trying to just pause in the air for around about a second, 2 seconds, and then come back down. So the idea is you're trying to stay stable whilst you're moving. Okay, you stay balanced as you bring the knee up, hold, and then back down. Good. Left knee comes up, you hold, and then back down. Good, you bring the knee up, you hold, and then back down. Just do 2 more. Good. Last one. Well done. Okay. Still working on balance. Both hands back onto your right hip. You're going to step the left foot across. This time the right knee comes up, then you step back down. So I step across to the left, right knee comes up, balance, come back down. Left foot goes across, right knee goes up, balance, come back down. That's it, good. So you step the left foot across, right knee goes up, you balance, come back down. So you've got some great moves for the dance floor for this weekend. Just remember where you learnt them. From the right hip over to the left hip, right knee goes up, you balance and come back down again. Just have that little pause there. Good. Good. 2 more. Good. And then rest. Okay, so hands then go from the left hip, right foot goes across, left knee comes up, balance, come back down. Right foot goes across, left knee comes up, you balance, and then come back down. Knee goes up, balance, and then back down. So your hands are just sweeping across in front of you, and then come back to the start. Right foot across, left knee up, balance. Good. Good. 2 more. Good, and then resting there. Okay, so you can have a quick sip of water. We're then going to go onto our backs, lying down with knees bent and feet on the floor. Okay, so you're lying on your back, knees are bent, head's going to go down, arms start just directly above your chest. So you're reaching your fingertips up to the ceiling, head stays relaxed, you're just going to reach both fingertips up to the ceiling and then let your shoulders just drop down into the floor. So you reach up as high as you can, shoulder blades come off the ground, head stays down, and then drop down. Good, so you reach up high, shoulder blades drop down, just feel that tension, shake out. Good, reach up and then drop down. Good, so 2 more. Good, last one. Good, okay, and from there, keeping the arms straight, your left arm goes forward as your right arm goes back behind the head. Try and get the hands to touch the floor, and then you pull back to center, the hands meet in the middle, then we alternate. So the right hand goes forward, the left arm goes back behind the head. So we're trying to keep a nice steady flow of this movement. You're trying to keep the arms as close to the midline as you can. So your arms brush your ear, you keep the arm as straight as you can. So it's pointless trying to get the hand to touch the floor if you're bending the elbow. You imagine that the arm stays rigid and you're trying to get the whole arm to touch the floor, not just the fingertips. And again, pay attention to your hips. They should stay stable. Good. So when you come back to center next time, have your palms facing your knees. Same thing. One arm goes forward, one arm goes back. You'll feel the difference in the stretch. Pull back to center, and again, in as you separate, and again, out as you pull back to center. So again, it feels as if you're engaging the middle of your body to pull the weight of the arm back to center. So it's a nice breath in as you take away, and then a breath out as you pull back. Breath in as you take away, breath out as you pull back. And you're keeping the arm close to the midline. Good. Well done. Okay, so when you come back to center, you now turn the palms out. So as if you're going to do backstroke. So one arm goes forward, one arm goes back. Good, you pull back to center. So again, this might be a little bit more awkward. You try and get the arm close to your ear, you pull back to center. So you can take the arm forward, palms facing out, pull back to center. And so we're trying not to go into pain, so it's a little uncomfortable, like it is for me on my right side. Just ease into that movement, don't strain that. Good, we're just trying to improve that range of movement each time. But again, make sure your hips don't move to accommodate your shoulders' inability to move. So you try and stay stable and improve that range of movement. 2 more. Good, and then resting there. Okay, so now you rest your elbows on the floor, and your elbows are on the floor in line with your shoulders. Your fingertips or the back of your hand rests on the floor directly above your elbows. So we're in that sort of right angle shape. Now from there, you pull your elbows down into your ribs. As you do that, your thumbs track the movement and try to touch your shoulders. Then you glide back to that same start position. Elbows in line with shoulders, wrists above elbows. Pull the elbows into your rib cage. Your thumbs track the movement and come into your shoulder. So the goal ultimately would be to get your elbows to touch your ribs whilst your thumbs touch your shoulders whilst your hands stay on the floor. Okay, now that's not necessarily possible. So again, just relax the hips, make sure you're not arching the back to accommodate that movement, just glide in, but feel the stretch across your chest, feel those muscles between the shoulder blades engage as you pull down and feel the chest open. Good. So we're going to do 2 more. Pull down, good. So last one, pull down and rest. Okay, so from the same start position, elbows in line with shoulders, remember, fingertips directly above your elbows. Glide your hands now above your head, so you're trying to get the fingertips to meet. So you'll notice now my elbows come off the ground. So again, you're going to come back to your start position, and again you repeat. So the aim is to try and keep the elbows as close to the floor as you can, as you try and get those fingertips to meet directly above your head, thus creating the Gothic arch. So just imagine that you're painting the Gothic arch, hands meet directly above your head. And again, be aware that your hips will want to raise. Try and keep your back fairly neutral as you do that movement. So you're gliding the hands above the head. Intention is to keep the elbows close to the floor. Reality is they will probably lift. But just work through that. Make sure everything else is relaxed. Good. So you're going to do 2 more. Good. So last one. Good. And then resting there. Okay, so you're going to slowly now ease yourself up to sitting. Good. And then from there, you come back up to standing. Hopefully everyone's feeling okay. No one's fallen asleep. Good. Right. So a little bit more dynamic now, okay? So we've woken up. So your thumbs starting in the same position, elbows close to rib cage. You're going to step forward with your right foot. As you step forward with your right foot, both hands are going to go across to the top left-hand corner of the goal. Come back and repeat. So I'm stepping forward, right foot, hips go across. I push my hands to the top left-hand corner of the goal and then come back. So you're trying to keep your chest parallel to the floor. Try and work on your balance. If it's tricky with the balance, just turn your toe in slightly as you push the hips out. That will help. So you step into, push the hip across, reach across as far as you can. Remember, you're trying to squeeze your ears with your arms as you do that. We're going to do 2 more on this right leg. Good. Well done. Okay, now we do the same now with our left leg. So left foot goes forward, push the hips to the left, you reach up to the right. And come back. Good. So you step forward, push the hips to the left, you lean to the right. Good. You come back. You step forward, push the hips to the left, you lean to the right. Come back. Hips go to the left, you lean to the right. Good. Hips to the left, you lean to the right. Okay. 2 more. Good, well done. Okay, so now I'm going to go now with my right foot. So when I go with my right foot, I'm going to push my hips to the left, and then I'm going to lean to the right. So it looks similar, but it's different. I push my hips to the left, but I lean to the right. So right foot goes forward, push my hips to the left, but I lean to the right. Good. Push my hips to the left, lean to the right. And always come back to that same start position, and we try and have the same journey out as we do in. Good. Then it makes it easy for your body to remember. Good. Okay, last one. Well done. Okay, so now I'm going to step forward with my left foot. This gets complicated. I push my hips to the right, I lean to the left. Good, left foot steps. I push my hips to the right, I lean to the left. Good. Step forward, push my hips to the right, I lean to the left. It's a good job we're not spiders or octopuses. This would take forever, isn't it? Good, so you push the hips to the right, you lean to the left. Good, and feel that stretch again from ribs to hips. Good. So we're going to do two more. Good, and then resting there, okay? So I said it would get complicated. This is our start position. So I'm going to demonstrate and explain. I step my left foot forward, my right hand is going to go across my left knee, and I turn my torso to the left. At the same time, my left arm goes over my left ear, and then I come back to the start. So left foot forward, right hand over left knee, left arm goes up in the air, I look to my left arm, and then I come back. So I'm always going with the left foot, right hand over that knee, left arm up in the air, come back. Good. So you keep repeating that, good. So you step. I call this the Inspector Clouseau, as if Cato is going to jump out at any time, I'm ready. So left foot forward, left arm goes up in the air, right hand goes across. Not now, Cato. That's it, push, good. Last one. Okay, so just as you've mastered that, we now do the other side. So left foot goes forward, left hand goes across my right knee, right arm goes up in the air, and then come back. And again, you try and stay stable, right foot, left hand over right knee, right arm up in the air. Good, left, so right foot forward, left arm over right knee, right arm in the air, good. Again, try and stay balanced as you go into and out of. Good, so we'll do two more. Good, and then resting there, okay? So back to standing, okay? So feet hip width apart, elbows into the body, palms facing up. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. Now it's going to try and take your thumbs to touch the wall behind you. Come back to your start. And again, squeeze. So you're trying to feel the chest open up. You're feeling those shoulder blades pull backwards and down. Again, make sure your knees are relaxed and your feet are relaxed. As you do the movements, you squeeze, come back down. That's it, good. Palms face up, squeeze, and then come back. Good, two more. Good, and then resting there. Okay, so bring the arms back into this position. Okay, so from this position, again, we're going to push high above the head. So how high can you push? And then really feel that you're pulling weight down as you bring those elbows back down as close to the ribs as you can and your thumbs touch your shoulders. And again, you push up as high as you can, reach up high, good, squeeze the ears, then again, come back down. And again, you push up high, good, and back down. Two more. Push up high. Good. Back down. Last one. You push up high. Good. And then back. Okay, so going to go back to that, pushing the fingertips away and the palms down, but we're going to do that with rotation. So I'm going to turn my upper body, push both hands away, but I look to the hand that goes behind me. And I'm always pushing my fingertips down to the floor, pushing the heel of the hand away from me. Turning as much as I can through my torso, feeling that stretch through the forearms as we push away. So your head always turns to the hand that goes behind you. You're stretching the palm, stretching through the forearms, feeling that bicep stretch as you push the fingertips down to the ground. Good. Two more. Good. and then rest. Okay, now take your left elbow and take your left elbow close to your head. So you're trying to get your left hand between your shoulder blades. At the same time you're doing that, feel that you're pushing your left elbow up to the ceiling. So you're trying to keep the left arm close to your left ear. Relax the feet, all the weight's evenly distributed. You're pushing the elbow down, but at the same time feel you're pushing the elbow up, so you feel that lengthening in the back of your leg, in the back of your tricep. Good. Just holding. Well done. Okay, now we change arms. So right elbow goes up high, left hand onto that right elbow. Pull the elbow down, keep the hand behind the shoulder blades. Feel that you're pushing the elbow up to the ceiling. Good. Holding that there. Good. Keep breathing as you hold. Good. And then resting there. Now we stopped the traffic earlier on. We're going to do the same again. So left hand goes out, right hand goes onto your fingertips. Pull those fingertips towards you. So again, you feel that stretch in your palm, feel that stretch in the wrist and in the forearm. Good. And then change hands. So again, you pull the fingertips towards you as you push the heel of the hand away. Good. Now taking hold of your right wrist, just circle that wrist. So you're trying to circle the hands, you're holding onto the wrist, trying not to let the elbow or the shoulder get involved. Big circles. Good, then change direction. So you're just loosening up the wrist. Sit good. Circling good. Then say hello, wave goodbye. Say hello, wave goodbye. That's it, good. Shut that door. Good, okay, now I'm going to change. So you hold onto the right wrist, again you circle. Big circles, try not to let the wrist, try not to let the elbow or the shoulder get involved. Good, and change direction. Good, then you say hello and you wave goodbye. So just point the fingertips up, point the fingertips down. Good, good. And then resting your head, and then just work those arms independently. So now we're going to get the elbows and the shoulders involved. Still working those wrists. Try and think it's the wrist that's working, but the elbows and shoulders support it. Then change direction. Not so easy to do. Change direction. Good. Really working in. Good. Then shake those arms out. And then you raise the right hand high up in the air and you give it a little wave, and we'll see you all next week, unless you want to join in tomorrow morning for a high intensity workout at 9:30. Brilliant. Well done, everybody.